And a good morning to you. It's Sunday. Thanks for sticking with us here with the Hokey video blog. I'm meteorologist Ryan Hoke. We're talking about some ups and downs in the forecast for the upcoming week. Nothing really crazy at this point. In fact, things look pretty quiet for the most part in the precipitation department. It's the temperature department where things will be changing up for the most part. But we do have some snow to talk about. I know that is a four-letter word, but let's get through that forecast first. We'll talk about the Hokey weather fact, and it's actually that the fear of snow is called chionophobia. There's that new word for you, chionophobia. You can tell your friends that you learned what the fear of snow is today on the Hokey video blog. Current temperatures running in the 30s across most of wave country. You'll notice where we have the 43-degree reading down there in Columbia. You can see the line and the colors there about where we have that cold front at the moment. It's really depicting where you've got the 30s up here over most of our area and the 40s shunted off to our south. This cold front is not going to be moving very quickly southward today, so we'll still be in its region of influence as we go throughout the afternoon hours. That's going to be inspiring some showers, maybe even some snow showers and flurries, too. Here's the cold front on the satellite and radar view. You can see the big picture. You can also see where we've got a band of snow. It's pretty broken at this point, pretty much from, say, Albany, New York, all the way over to Kansas City, the St. Joseph, Missouri area, and then looping on back through into portions of northwestern Pennsylvania. This is going to be slowly sagging southward, the energy for this today, as the cold air continues to move southward into our neck of the woods. Let's take you through Futurecast, and we'll show you sort of when we think this is going to happen. You'll see here this morning the band of snow is to our north. It kind of dissipates, but then we get a renewed area of action as another area, I should say, of disturbance just above our heads, above the surface, is going to be moving through. And this upper level disturbance is going to be inspiring more of these showers and some of these snow showers. But check out those temperatures. We're in the 40s still here in Louisville, Shelbyville on southward, and the mid-30s up towards Salem and Seymour. So this snow, when it does fall, it won't be much of it, and plus temperatures will be above freezing. We've got the warm roads out there. It's not going to be a very big deal. I don't think travel problems are going to be something we deal with this afternoon. Note the time, though. 4 o'clock, we've got rain here in Louisville, snow to our north. The cold air continues to flow in, and as it does so, the snow pushes to the south. It's a very thin band of snow, and you'll notice that the heaviest concentration of it is in the southeastern portion of the viewing area. Some of this may be enhanced by just a little bit of topography because you do get some more elevation as you go out toward eastern Kentucky. But check out those temperatures once again. 34 in Litchfield, 36 Munfordville, Lebanon coming in at 34. E-Town's coming in right at freezing, so, I mean, there might be the chance of a slick spot or two that we'll have to watch for. But this should be a non-event for most of us, and hopefully those winds are able to dry up the roads from the rain before the bitterly cold temperatures move in for tonight. Notice by 9:30, up in Seymour, Bedford, Jasper, all the way down to Corydon, below freezing, but it will have been at least a few hours since rain and snow has fallen between the time that leaves and the time the temperatures drop to that point. And then we'll have the winds in between to help clean up some of this rainfall on area roads. By tomorrow morning, it's long gone. Morning commute looks splendid, except it'll be cold, so bundle up the kiddos as you send them out to the bus stop. All right, now we've got to deal with high pressure moving in for the most part. Monday looks good. In fact, Monday will be in the 40s. We're looking for a 42-degree high with mostly sunny skies. I mean, that's really not too bad, right, for February. Then we head into your Tuesday, and this is when things get interesting because we'll have an area of very cold air just to our north from Canada that'll be wanting to plunge down. It's one of these big polar intrusions trying to come on down from Canada. You're also going to have a low-pressure system. It's not going to be here, but it's going to be south off the Gulf Coast, so you'll have it way down there. And then you'll have a developing system that's trying to happen right here in East Tennessee, and that's what throws up some snow into our neck of the woods here on Futurecast. Now, the cold air moving in is going to move in just precisely so, at least here on Futurecast, so that the cold air line between rain and snow is down in Tennessee. I think that might be overdoing it a little bit at this point, but Futurecast is certainly jumping up and down for snow to happen very, very, very early Wednesday morning, late Tuesday night, mainly south of the Ohio River for the most part. Will this happen? We'll see. Other models aren't so excited about this. The GFS Has a little slug of moisture, not really a big deal. The NAM, I noticed earlier this morning, I was looking at the 6Z run, and the NAM model really did begin to increase that moisture just a little bit to work with. We'll see what happens, though, because the trend over the last few days has been to dry this out, make this a non-event. Now we're starting to see the moisture return. We're going to have to trend this and see how it happens over the coming days. Just know that Tuesday night into very early Wednesday morning, we have a small snow chance, something to keep in the back of your mind, but at this point, no cause for alarm and really nothing to worry about for now. Just keep up with our latest forecast and we'll let you know how it goes. In any case, this is going to be light snow. All right, we're not looking at a heavy snow event for any of this by any stretch of the imagination. This just isn't the right setup for that. But we'll keep watch on it as we go throughout the coming days. Let's talk about March real quick. I've been looking over some of the long-range climate models. We've got the CFS, which is the climate forecast system that the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration runs. And then we've got the Euro's monthly EPS runs. And those are just basically the European model's climate forecast system. All right? So I've been looking over both of those. And it looks like March is going to be a turbulent month. We're going to have periods of ups and downs. We could see considerable snow at some point, I think, just based on the amount of disturbances that we're going to be having move through and the cold air still to work with. This has been a crazy cold weather season, and I don't think we're going to see anything quite below zero in March at this point, just based on the data that I'm seeing. But obviously, it doesn't need to get that cold to see a major storm. In terms of snow, could we see severe thunderstorms too? I think that's in the cards as well. When you get those up and down patterns, much like we've seen over the past week, you can go from storms to snow in pretty short order. So that's something we'll be watching for March. And now that goes till about mid-March, all right? Then mid-March onward, things begin to calm down. It looks like a big ridge of high pressure begins to settle down in the subtropics over the Gulf of Mexico, and that really calms down our pattern, at least snow-wise and cold-wise. Could we see some storms? Certainly. But I think that it won't be a huge, huge deal as we go into late March. Early April at this point, just looking at some of that data, it's kind of a toss-up at this point. And that's so far out anyway that it might be difficult to pinpoint with any precision the pattern that we'll see then. But I certainly think March is going to be an up and down one. But as we go toward the end of it, I think we should calm down somewhat. We'll see how that goes, and we'll keep you updated here from the Wave 3 News Storm Tracking Team. For now, I'm meteorologist Ryan Hoke. Have a great end of your weekend. We'll see you back here next weekend.